5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
We'll call this meeting of the Committee of the Whole to order at 7:16. Roll call, please.
Ms. Allen?
Here.
Mayor Murphy?
Here.
Mr. Miller?
Here.
Mr. Doherty? Mr. Burchett?
Here.
Mrs. Witt?
Here,
Ms. Marcus?
Here.
I'll make a motion to excuse Mike Doherty from this meeting.
Roll call, please.
Mayor Murphy?
Yes.
Mr. Miller?
Yes.
Mr. Burchett?
Yes.
Mrs. Witt?
Yes,
Ms. Allen?
Yes.
Ms. Marcus?
Yes. We have the approval of the minutes of the Committee of the Whole meeting for May 22nd, 2025. Hearing no changes, they will be approved as they are. Hearing none, they are approved. Acting Finance Director,
I have nothing this evening, thank you.
City Manager,
I have no items, Ms. Marcus. Thank you.
Mayor Murphy.
I guess under mine is the National League of Cities, the membership. And I brought that up at the last one. The membership dues are $1,314. I was always told that they help the cities on voting and things like that. But also, in case, if, there's different people on council now and I thought, if anyone wanted to go to National League of Cities, they would have the opportunity. So I wanted to see about, bringing it back for vote, to see if we could put.
with that. I think we should have it.
Okay. So that, I guess we do this by a voice vote to put it.
If you want to put it back on the agenda, if I remember correctly, there was a resolution to approve that membership, so what I would recommend is a voice vote to move it forward to the next meeting for legislation.
Okay, do we have a motion to move it forward to the next
Do you
meeting?
want to know what they do for its member? I could sit here and read pages of it, or you just want to put it?
I think we have an idea what they do. If
Okay.
anybody else wants to hear it.
Then I'll make the motion to put it back on the agenda for for the next council meeting.
Any other comments, questions?
My only comment is, I got the opportunity to go to a couple of these way back in the 80s, when I was just Parks and Recreation Director, and it was very valuable, the information I brought back that I used for the department. So I'm not for approving this just to approve it, to have, but I hope that if we do approve this, I would support it if we are going to utilize it, if some members can attend or staff members can attend and get the benefit of the membership. So,
it's only for mayors and councilmen. Now.
Oh, now,
I don't know about
okay.
back then.
yeah. So
Any other questions or comments?
I just want to make mention as well, in the membership account for council, that was not originally budgeted, and so there would be a need for a transfer from one of the other line items to cover that membership.
Does council have money in their budget to cover it?
I believe we could find the funds
we
to
do.
take care of it,
Okay.
yes.
We do.
Roll call, please.
Mr. Miller?
yes.
Mr. Burchett?
Yes.
Mrs. Witt?
Yes,
Ms. Allen?
Yes.
Mayor Murphy?
Yes.
Ms. Marcus?
Yes. Do you have anything else?
Nope, that's all I had. Thank you.
Okay. Law Director,
No, ma'am, thank you.
Clerk of Council?
Nothing tonight, thank you.
We'll move into business. First of all, anyone wishing to raise a question about any piece of legislation listed on this agenda will have 3 minutes at this time. All other topics to be addressed to council will be heard later in this meeting. All right, we have no takers, so we'll move into business. School Resource Officer contract for 2025, 2026 school year.
Hello. This is just a continuation of what we've been doing the last few years. Contract is the same. The school reimburses us for his hours and expenses that he's there. Great deal for us. We get to be in the school with the kids, making a positive impact with them, and they appreciate us being there. So So we'd like to continue this. I'd ask for legislation to continue this contract for another school year.
Still gonna be Nathan Burns.
Yep.
I saw this in action back when Paul Guess had that position, and the kids really liked him. I think they got a lot out of it.
Yep.
Yeah, Paul Guest was really popular.
He was.
It was funny.
Still Paul Guest stories.
Yeah.
As you're remembering right now, I can see smiles, so, yeah. So thank you.
All right, thank you. Anybody have any questions for the chief? Any comments? Do we have a motion?
I'll make a motion that the necessary legislation be prepared for the next council meeting to have a school resource officer.
Other comments, questions? Roll call, please.
Mr. Burchett?
Yes.
Mrs. Witt?
Yes,
Ms. Allen?
Yes,
Mayor Murphy?
Yes,
Mr. Miller?
Yes,
Ms. Marcus?
Yes. The second one is the amendment to Marine Codified Ordinance 159.01.
Yes, that deals with the competitive bidding section of the codified ordinances. As you'll see in the next item on the agenda, that's what sort of brought this forward, and I made this recommendation to the city manager to make some revisions to this section of the code. We had two bidders that bid the exact same bid on the paving project that you're going to see on the next item. So basically, the city can award to the lowest and best, and when you had those two that bid the exact same amount, then the city needed to look at which one it felt was the best as between those two. The the language that I added to this 159.01 basically specifies what constitutes lowest and best. For example, the subsection D that's added says, for purposes of this section, lowest and best shall mean that bid which provides the best combination of quality and service to the city, taking into consideration factors such as, but not limited to, past performance, price, warranty, reliability, delivery date, adequacy of equipment, bidder's experience, financial solvency, adherence to specifications, and any other factor determined to be relevant. So I just felt it helped the situation, if we have another instance similar to this, to have this codified so that city staff can look at this and gives them some more guidance as to how to determine the lowest and best. So I'm recommending that we add this to the next council meeting regular agenda for a first reading.
I'll make a motion that we add the amendment to the MCO to the next council, legislation to the next council meeting.
Any questions or comments? Call, please.
Ms. Allen?
yes.
Mayor Murphy?
yes.
Mr. Miller?
yes,
Mr. Burchett?
Yes.
Mrs. Witt?
Yes,
Ms. Marcus?
Yes. The last item is the 2025 crack sealing program.
This project is for the road maintenance in the form of crack sealing on several roads throughout Moraine. We have the two bids. They were identical in pricing, and both companies have worked with us in the past and done a good job. So we went through all of the submittal items and found that the specified material that they were going to use was different. So in my professional opinion, the material specified by Buck is better option for our type of project and roads, including the 10% contingency that would bring this project to $76,560, which is well below the $80,000 budget. So I recommend awarding the 2025 crack sealing program to Buck Pavement Restoration LLC with the accepted bid amount of $69,600 and approving a total of $76,560.
I'll make the motion that we have legislation prepared for the next council meeting for the 2025 crack sealing program for it to go to Buck Pavement Restoration LLC in the amount of $76,560.
Any questions or comments? Roll call, please.
Mrs. Witt?
yes,
Ms. Allen?
Yes,
Mayor Murphy?
Yes,
Mr. Miller?
yes.
Mr. Burchett?
Yes.
Ms. Marcus?
Yes.
Thank you.
That concludes the business for today. If we have anyone in the audience that wants to appear before council, if we have any staff members that wish to speak. Okay, we're going to staff and council reports. Start with our acting finance director,
I have nothing else extra, thank you.
law director,
No, ma'am, thank you.
clerk of council, city manager,
I have nothing additional, thank you.
Mayor Murphy,
Nothing else, thank you.
Mrs. Allen,
Nothing to add, thank you.
Mrs. Witt,
Nothing, thank you.
Mr. Miller,
Nothing further, thank you.
Mr. Burchett.
Nothing, thank you.
Okay, so then we'll adjourn this meeting at 7:26.
As is